So yeah, I want to talk about yesterday how my mind could not get off my phone. Like, I put the phone to the side. I was reading my book and I was listening to gospel music. I read my Bible. But the whole time throughout every little thing that I was doing, let me lock my doors because it's 6 a.m. It's still kind of dark. Every little thing that I was doing, my mind was on this phone. And I'm just like, yo, is this really like how it is? Like, has any of y'all tried to go without using your phone? I just thought it was so crazy how I could not get my mind off my phone. Eventually, it was like this. It was because your phone be listening to you. It was like this sound. And it was like, play this sound to clear your mind. And I played that sound, and I ain't gonna front. It worked. It actually made me like forget about everything I was thinking about because the sound was so distinct. But I just was like, it's crazy how we are addicted to these phones. And I am determined to not be addicted to this phone. I'm determined to not be on my phone so much, scrolling unnecessarily. For real, for real. I need to, and don't get me wrong, I get out in the world and I'm not thinking about this phone. But it's times like I guess I can call it idle time when I'm in my house or in my bed and I just pick up that phone and I'm scrolling. And I can easily scroll for 2 hours. It's times where I know I needed to close my eyes and go to sleep. I was actually sleepy and was steady scrolling. 1 more hour, 30 more minutes, 15 more minutes. No, I got to stop that. So this is day 2 of my journey of letting this phone go unless I necessarily need it or I'm like recording videos like this or whatever. Second thing I wanted to talk about real quick so 2 more things. I am trying to figure out a daily routine because I have to be up every morning. And so I'm trying to figure out for the first 2 hours that I'm up, I want to really utilize those 2 hours. And so I'm trying to figure out what I need to do. I know I kind of got a little routine written down, but I need to like tweak it a little bit and really like start getting into that routine. And then the last thing I wanted to say for this morning, I can't stand people that don't follow the rules. You hear me? Like, I really cannot stand a person that don't follow the rules. Back in the day, I'll be your best friend. You ain't follow the rules. But in my big age of 47, baby, if you ain't following the rules, I don't want to be nowhere near you. I don't want to be around you. I don't want nothing to do with you. People that don't follow rules are usually without a place to stay. They are usually going from job to job. They are very unstable people. And so if you hang around people that don't follow rules, I promise you're going to be an unstable person yourself. It's going to be certain areas in your life where you're unstable because of them. Like, I remember getting in some trouble for a girl that I used to hang out with because she didn't follow the rules. Excuse me. I followed in trying to help her because some trouble she got herself in. I didn't even know that she had started the mess. I'm thinking somebody's messing with her. Y'all, these kids are going to school, so that's why I'm looking around. I'm seeing people walking by. But I didn't even know she started the mess till after I, got wind of what happened. But here I am thinking I'm defending the homegirl, and the whole time she started the mess. This situation got me evicted. Yes. Now, I blame myself. I don't blame her. But it made me realize I don't need to be taking up for people in their mess now, even if it's not their fault. But that was definitely her fault. But I need to be careful because that put me and my children out on the streets, baby. Y'all be stopping my recordings at 5 minutes. or close to 5 minutes. That put me out on the street. So if it looked like I be editing, I don't be editing no videos. I just do it and do 5-minute increments, and that's a 30-minute video. Anywho, so I've learned, like, people who are unstable are usually getting written up on their job. People who don't follow rules, they're usually unstable, and they're usually getting written up on their job or getting fired from their job. They're usually living place to place, couch to couch, shelter to shelter, because they don't want to follow rules. I guarantee you that's 9 times out of 10 the reason why, because they don't want to follow the rules. People who don't follow rules usually don't prioritize priorities. Like, say if it's one person that I know who be needing a ride to work. Instead of saving up their money to get an Uber or pay somebody some gas or hop on that bus, they will take their money and go buy marijuana. Now, you knew you needed a ride the next day. You took that $20 and you went and bought MJ. And the next day, you trying to give off a sob story, hoping somebody offer you a ride. That's not how it works. Those are people who don't follow rules, who don't prioritize priorities, because they are rule breakers. So rules are not a priority in their life. And I'm learning that I want to stay far away. Like, case in point, there's this guy this weekend. A fight had broke out. This guy so badly wanted to jump in that fight. All because he just want to let her some steam. If you fight out here where I live, you automatically get evicted. If somebody calls the cops and get a report about it, you get evicted. You know you can get evicted for fighting. You know. You know you've been living here for 10, 15, umpteen years. You know this place is your children's home. Why would you want to break that rule of fighting out here, knowing it can get you not only evicted, but trespassed? That person has other family members that live out here. Like, I don't want to go into too much detail, but it's like he would be ruining 2 households if he was to get in trouble. And you know the rules, and you steady wanting to break them. I'm not understanding. So after this weekend, I made up my mind, I don't even want to be outside. I'm cool with these people, so I'm going to continue to be cool and speak and be cordial. But being outside, the only reason why I was outside because it was a girl's birthday. And so I just sat around the festivities. You know, I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I don't listen to secular music anymore. But I was singing some secular songs, I ain't gonna lie, and I was out there doing them line dances. I had a great time with the company. But even that taught me that, you know, it's time for me to isolate, take a break. Because I sure indulge in that music, I ain't gonna lie. And after listening to that music, it had me listening to some other secular music back to back. That reggae music, I loved it. It's still to this day, I want to listen to it. And I'm like, Lord, I need help. So anywho, get away from unstable people. If you don't do nothing else, get away from unstable people, because a lot of times they demons will affect you. They will. And I learned that. And I'm just like, man, I'm getting the heck away. And it's crazy how many unstable people come around me. People who are giving and caring and have good hearts, you're going to get a lot of unstable people coming around you. You're going to attract the instability. I know it's instability, but I'm saying instability because unstable. But yeah, y'all know how I be wanting to mess up my words on purpose. You're going to attract that instability for real. So be mindful. And I'm to the point now where I feel like, God, I don't want no new friends unless they're God-centered people. And so I'm up in my discernment because I just cannot be around anybody. I have to be very careful who I'm around, especially taking this journey that I'm taking. I have to be very careful. When you making changes in life, you got to be careful who you're around. You got to be careful, because certain people will be sent certain people and situations will be sent your way just to stop you from accomplishing your goals. Especially if you got Christian goals, like you want to start reading your Bible, you want to start praying and stuff like that. Excuse me. Certain people and things will be sent your way to block you, to stop you. So open your ears, open your eyes, and be mindful of that. Open your brain. My allergies are starting to start allergeninating in, and it's getting my nerves. My eyes itching, nose itching, everything. Eyes itching. Anywho, I'm going inside now to start my little routine. I want to, so how I pray, I be just talking to God. Like how I'm talking to y'all right now, this is how I be talking to God. That's my prayer. But I know there's some deeper prayers that I want to say. Like some strongholds I want to break. And I was told that the force that you use, the tone that you use when praying matters. So like when you're trying to tear down strongholds, and I don't know if this is true, but I heard that like when you really trying to like break some stuff, like say if you're trying to break generational curses and whatnot, you don't want to, well, Lord, I pray that in my bloodline that you break generational curses. I rebuke the enemy of my bloodline. I renounce this and that. That's not how you want to pray. Now, this is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that you need to come full force with, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I cast you down now. So that's not me, but I'm hearing kind of like that's what we need to do. Like we can't play with the enemy. We really got to come in there and tear it down and come forcefully. So I'm like, okay, Lord, I want to start doing that because I'm not too aggressive with prayers, but I don't mind getting aggressive. And so I don't want to be like early in the morning with that aggressiveness and waking everybody up. So I'm like, okay, Lord, I need to like start saying them prayers at probably like 8:00, or like when I'm on my way to the slave ship and stuff like that. I promise you I call that place the slave ship. Or like when I'm just doing stuff, or when I'm out and about, or like when it's like midday or something like that. Because I start praying like that at 6 a.m. Everybody gonna be awake because I'm not playing with Satan. You coming down, okay? So saying my regular prayers, I talk just like this. But starting to say these generational curse breaking prayers, these prayers that's gonna shake heaven, I heard that we gotta be forceful. And so that's what I'm gonna start doing. I am gonna record a few times of me praying, only because there are some people out there who want to know how to pray. I don't be knowing how to pray, but I know we need to pray. So I just be talking. I be talking to the Lord. I be talking about whatever comes on my mind. Or if I see a need, or if I see something I'm concerned about, I start talking to the Lord. And I feel like no one has ever really shown me how to pray. Now, I've seen like some of these prophetess get up here and, pray. Some of these pastors pray it before the service, in the service. But ain't nobody really teach us how to pray or what to say. And I'm not saying that I know how to pray and what to say, but I'm going to show somebody my routine or what I do, and maybe that'll help them so they can at least get started. The whole point of this is to get started. So that's just like with my working out routine that I'm about to start. I'm going to record some of it so I can show how I started, because you have to start somewhere, and none of us know how to start, but we have to start. So let's get started. Okay. So I'm going to figure out a workout routine. I already have a workout playlist that I want to use, because I see all these workouts, they shaking their butt and they listening to secular music, but I'm not doing all that. So if I do have to like do some kind of like, and it's looking too seductive, I also have a workout outfit that I'm going to buy It's not going to be nothing too form-fit. Now, this shirt right here, y'all, I'm just gaining weight. This shirt is not as tight as it looks. I promise you. But when I put it on, I was like, yo, I know I'm gaining weight because this outfit was so loose and flowing on me, and now it's tight. So, and I do wear some form-fitting clothes. It's not so much that I'm trying to show my figure. Y'all, I got bigger. And I'm tired of going and buying. I went from 1X to 2X to 3X. I'm like, yo, this can't be life. So the 3Xs are starting to be baggy on me now because I'm really slow. I cut back a lot. This, before I even started these videos, I had started cutting back on what I was eating. Lately, I've still been eating like some unhealthy stuff, but I haven't been eating a lot like I used to. So I have lost some weight. But to put myself on camera, I seen this type of dress that I know is like a free-flowing dress, but I know it'll cover me up because I'm doing modesty too. I'm learning to be modest with what I wear. And I know if I have to gyrate a certain way to work out, it ain't going to be too much. Now, I could show y'all, but I ain't going to be gyrating on camera too much. I ain't never really been that type of person anyway. I mean, I've done it before, but I ain't really like that. So, anywho, I got a workout outfit I'm about to go get later on today. It's like I want to say a smock. It reminds me of a smock. And it's like $5. And they got them at this store called Gabe's. And they got a lot of them. And I see this minister from my church. She wears them all the time. And she'll wear leggings underneath them. But they go all the way down. Like, they hang long, like past your knees. Like, it goes like right past your calves. You can still probably see your ankles. But it hangs long. So I like that. So I'm going to go buy one of those. And what I'm going to do is wear a bra and some biker shorts underneath. Because my legs be rubbing together and I don't like that feeling. So I'll probably wear like a bra, a tank top, and some biker shorts and then throw that over it. Yeah. And I'm going to show y'all the routine that I put together. And it might switch up because this is my first time ever working out. I also found a gym right around the corner where it's owned by this pastor, and he said that people can come for free. I'm like, free? Okay, Planet Fitness, cancel my membership. Because Planet Fitness is so far from me. Like, I don't be motivated to go. And the YMCA is far too, but this one is right around the corner, and he's giving us permission to go use it, so I'm going to start using that gym. So anywho, enough of my rant. I'm about to kick my butt in this house and tweak my routine. So I haven't quite started, but I'm piecing it together. I still regularly talk to God. But this, I want to be more intentional, and I want to set aside a certain time. So, because I was watching a couple of videos, it's crazy because it's like as soon as I start wanting to do stuff like this, of course, the phones read our minds. It'll start showing me stuff of what I'm actually thinking of. The phone reads my thoughts. And so this man was talking about setting aside a certain amount of time to actually talk to the Lord. So I want to start doing that. So I'm going to go in, implement all this stuff. And I know some people have busy schedules. And so this thing that I'm doing, you can incorporate it into your busy schedule because it's taking 5-minute increments and utilizing those 5 minutes. So if you have a 30-minute lunch break, you need to set aside 5 of those minutes while you're eating and do this. So that's what I'm trying to work on. And this is for people who are intentional. It's not for people who got all the excuses in the world why they can't do this and can't do that. No, it's for people who want to know, how can I fit this in my schedule? And you shouldn't be fitting God in your schedule. You should be fitting your schedule into God. But if you're one of those people who are busy, now's the time to slow down. I remember being such a busy mom. I would have to go to work and go to school and go to these kids' games and take them places and, entertain the kids, do stuff with them, helping them learn and all that stuff. But even while I was doing that, I was a Christian mom. So I've been a Christian since I was 14. So I've had my backslidden days. But I remember the times where I was head on full force for the Lord while raising my kids, while being busy. Guess what? The kids didn't get to listen to secular music. We listened to gospel music while we was doing whatever activities we had to do. The kids didn't watch secular shows. They watched VeggieTales. It's crazy because my daughter is 22 years old. And the other day, she was sitting on my couch. She came over with her son. And they were sitting on the couch. And they both was watching VeggieTales. Now, this is my wild child. This is my child that smoke, drink, party, turn up, twerk. That girl was sitting on that couch watching VeggieTales. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, mommy, I miss this cartoon. I remember these used to make us watch this all the time. And I let them watch other stuff. I remember she started talking about Gullah Gullah Island and Doodle Bops and stuff like that. So they watched other cartoon stuff. But I mainly pushed VeggieTales because it was Christian content. They got to listen to certain secular songs. I remember when Keisha Cole came out, baby, I don't know, but I was hooked. But I mainly listened to gospel music. They woke up going to school to gospel. And it's crazy because even the other day, she was like, Mommy, what's that gospel song you used to play every morning? It was Beautiful by CeCe Winans. And she found that song. And now when she get in my vehicle, she take over my phone because I be playing my little worship music. She be like, can I play a song? And she liked that Dion Kipping. She never forgot that whole album. This wasn't the first time that something, I can't remember how the song go. This isn't the first time that I was in love. So I can't remember how it go. But anywho, she loves, she'll get in my car and she loves to play her gospel songs that she remember when she was younger. So when I say you shouldn't have to incorporate God in your daily routine. God should be first. But if you're one of those people who just haven't put God first, this is how you can put God in it and eventually make him first. Because people always making it seem like we're just like this. No, you have to become like this. Like for me now, God is everything. And I'm not going to say if God ain't in it, I don't want it, because he sure won't in that birthday party this weekend. But when I catch myself doing stuff that I know ain't godly, I draw myself back. Like, hold up, Lord, this ain't of you. I got to go. Because God is my center. God is my all. He's my everything. Before, I used to have to incorporate God into everything. Now I'm learning. I'm incorporate that stuff. God is going to incorporate what he wants. Put it like that. So, switching from secular songs to gospel songs. Podcasts. Oh my gosh. When I say podcast is your best bet when you're trying to not listen to secular music. I know you can play gospel music, but see, people tend to go to the type of gospel music that sounds like the secular music. No, that's not what you want to do. Go to a Christian podcast. My favorite ones is We Need to Talk. I forgot his name. My second favorite, it's not in any type of order, but another favorite one of mine is The Deep End by Tyler Welsh and his co-host, and Apostle Issy, ISI. Oh my gosh, that lady! If you want some deep teaching, that lady is deep. I love her, and I got her off of The Deep End with Taylor Welsh. That's how I got introduced to her. Pastor Stephen Darby. Oh my word, I wish that man was still walking this earth. His sermons are amazing. Dr. Tony Evans. And understand, I hate calling people's names because y'all be wanting perfect people. No, that's not who giving you the word. Only perfect person is Jesus Christ. But y'all got to take the word, that good word, and accept it for what it is and stop looking at people and their sins or whatever they got going on. Because some people I listen to have fallen. Like Dr. Ravi Zacharias. Heard some stuff about him, but he gave us that awesome word. We are not perfect. I'm not perfect. You listen to me, I promise you listen to somebody that have sinned and probably will continue to sin. Not as much. But I fall short sometimes. You're not going to get perfect people. Now, you don't want nobody that's just carelessly sinning. You don't want nobody that's just in their sin, just waddling. No, you want somebody that's striving for perfection. But if they just so happen to fall one time, they get back up. Don't condemn them people. You pray for them people. And it does not mean they are not good enough to give the word. They're going to bring that word. So anywho, Dr. Tony Evans. And then there's an app. It's called Truth Network. And I know I got it on both my phones. Let me make sure I ain't got nothing crazy up here. No. Y'all see that app right there? Truth Network. Download that app. It's called The Truth Network. It got a, I'm probably not connected to my Wi-Fi. And you can pick the station in your area. It's all over. This one I got Truth Triangle. Every preacher up there besides Matt Slick. I can't stand listening to Matt Slick. I don't know. Something about his voice just died. Just can't. He come on at 6 p.m. I can't do it. But everybody else up there that's preaching, sometimes they be getting a little off on that station and talking about stuff I don't even want to hear. But I got a bunch of favorite preachers up there. When I say, I wonder if I can get a couple of the names of them. When I say I love listening to this station, I don't really know how to navigate this app. It said browse station. No, we ain't gonna do all that. Oh, let's see podcast. Oh, see, here we go. There go Dr. Tony Evans, number 1. Skip Heitzig, I like him. John MacArthur, Alistair Begg, Greg Lowry. These are people I love. Chip Ingram, Erwin Lutzer, Pastor Ernie Sanders, R.C. Sproul. It's a few of them. Charles Stanley, Michael Youssef, David Jeremiah, Stu Epperson. I like listening to them. There's a few others. Pastor Paul Shepherd. And they only got about 2-3 black folks. Dr. Tony Evans is the main one. But I love that station. They be preaching the truth. So go and find you some podcasts. Find you some podcasts that you like to listen to and stick with it. But be careful. Y'all have to open your discernment. Be mindful of what you listening to. Don't just suck in everything and just thinking at what everybody is telling you is the truth. You have to test that up against the word. So don't just go with a podcast and be like, oh, yeah, I believe this, I believe that, or believe everything they're saying. You better be in your word to know that what they're saying is actually true and to know when to point out what they're saying is not the truth. Okay? Yeah. Anywho, I'm about to kill my butt in this house. Because I'm ready to get my day started and get this routine underway. So I haven't quite started my routine, but this is me prepping to start my routine. And I'm going to say by tomorrow, I'm going to be ready. Today is going to be like a test run.